What's poppin'? I know it's been a minute, but hey, I'm here. I know it's been a while, but what can I say, man? I'm just, I'm, I'm gassed, you know? It's like, I'm back here with another video, and it's been a minute since I reacted to a video. Top 10 sad animes that will make you cry. Don't get me wrong, I ain't no crybaby. I'm a tough cookie to make someone cry, you feel me? Nah, let me stop the cap. There have been some animes deaths recently that got me in my chest. Specifically, Tokyo Revengers and Demon Slayer. But yeah, let's get to this video, man.
Hello, fellow anime lovers. In this video, we're going over 10 anime that will take you on an unexpected emotional journey. Every show on the list will have you in tears.
I really doubt this is going to make me cry. It's probably going to get me in my chest, but it's not going to make me cry, I don't think.
Of joy or sadness.
If they show that one scene from Demon Slayer, then I would fucking... something might happen.
So buckle down and get ready for the first anime on the list.
Oh my gosh.
ひなずきかよ。あれがひなずきを見た最後の姿だった。
At number 10, it's Erased. Erased is a relatable anime that focuses on self-reflection within the heart and mind. The main protagonist, Satoru, is depicted as a depressed 29-year-old. He doesn't open up to people and doesn't have any close friends. However, he's a good person who's willing to go that extra mile to help people in danger. The game changer in this series is how the main character...
Yo, the story for this junk right here, Brett. Crazy. Ending was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, this is a good ass show. I didn't think the show was gonna be actually like lit, because like every time I like look at a show that's like 13, 12 episodes, I always think, them should be ass. But low-key, those types of episodes, top tier.
Undergoes a phenomenon called revival. This typically puts the main character back in time whenever something bad happens. Erased is a unique anime because it showcases crimes that happen around the main character as he struggles to ultimately change destiny by rewriting events in order to prevent tragedy.
Satoru? 嘘だろ?
See, I didn't think that we were gonna show it for that scene. I thought they were gonna show it for the other scene with old girl. I ain't gonna think. Okay. I don't know what this show is.
At number 9, we have Anohana. Anohana is a show about emotional high school students coming to terms with guilt and dealing with their struggles. Similar to Erased, the main character doesn't have many friends in the beginning of the series and feels like he isn't noticed by anyone, even at school. He's the definition of an introvert. He used to have a ton of friends back in the day, but once his childhood friend Menma and his mum passed away, everything changed. He started slacking in school and failed all of his exams, putting him in the lowest tier schools within the area. One day he actually sees Menma in his house and thinks he's hallucinating, until he starts interacting with her. This show really touches home with nostalgic feelings of the past, with flashbacks of wholesome memories with everyone as kids when life was easier. This anime is great because you can see the changing clique dynamics as the plot progresses when the high school students retrace their steps into their forgotten bonds of friendship.
I'm gonna just let this be known. I'm probably not gonna know most of these shows. Erase was like completely random that I knew on this list, but just know I'm not really like a big anime head like that. I just like mainstream shows. I don't know if these shows are mainstream, but I'm talking about like One Piece, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, like like the popular shows, but not these low key shows. So I just had to let y'all know that.
Number 8, it's Wolf Children. When a werewolf man and a human woman love each other very much, they make cute, tiny werewolf babies, apparently.
What the fuck?
And then dad gets himself killed, leaving one human parent to raise 2 tiny wolf monstrosities. Note, we aren't calling them monstrosities because they're wolves, we're calling them that because they're babies. Poor mum is on her own with these little handfuls as they're constantly switching between their...
Ain't that bestiality? A wolf? And a human? That's bestiality, bruh. Ain't nothing wrong with like a human. But then again, it's like there be like human why like girls like wives be like fucking like the demon dads. Like that nigga no not Ichigo. Fucking that nigga Inuyasha half demon and half human. So I'm assuming that his mom was a human and his dad was a demon. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but fuck it.
Human and wolf forms. One of the children, Yuki, begs her mum to let her participate in school, while the other, Ame, is more interested in the forest and ends up taking lessons from a fox about surviving in the wild. This is a very emotional story because it shows the perspective of a mother caring for her children and watching them go their separate ways growing up. It illustrates an emphasis on building relationships and trust as they have to hide their true wolf identities from the public while figuring out what they want to do with their lives.
This looks like a good show. I might give it a try. This show, I don't know why, it's giving me Bambi vibes for some reason. I don't know why it's giving me Bambi vibes. I don't know. But it looks like a good show.
まるで世界の秘密そのものみたいに
I don't know what the fuck this is.
At number 7, it's The Garden of Words. The Garden of Words is a short story about 15-year-old schoolboy Takao Akizuki. He doesn't stand out much at school and has a passion for shoemaking. The anime puts a lot of emphasis on soft piano melodies and it sets the tone for the setting and what's to come. One day, Takao decides to skip school when it's raining and go and sit in a park. Here he meets Miss Yukino, a woman who's skipping work because of personal problems, and he eventually forms a strong connection with her. Takao would always look forward to whenever it rained because they would both skip their responsibilities to hang out. The main protagonist confesses to Miss Yukino that all he wants to do is become a great shoemaker, and then he promises to make her a new pair of shoes. Eventually, the rainy season comes to an end and he doesn't see her for months, but she's constantly on his mind. Yukino's tale is a depressing one as it spurs the main protagonist's emotions to stand up for who he believes her to be.
その少女の存在は密かに隠されていた。だがその少女を知る者は彼女を武器だと言った。心を持たないただの道具だと。
At number 6, we have Violet Evergarden. Violet Evergarden begins with a girl named Violet who's been in hospital for 4 months after the war. At first, her hands are bandaged, but it's then revealed that her arms are made of adamant steel when she spills hot tea on them at her new home in the Evergarden Estates. Violet is taken in by the lieutenant who shows her the ropes. Ultimately, Violet decides to become an auto-memory doll who can write letters for people working in the same building. Violet doesn't feel emotions like everyone else and has trouble learning what it means to feel them. She goes through the story trying to learn the ways of the world, not as a tool meant for destruction, but as a normal human being that can
comprehend. Kind of looks like Saber.
Of the world, not as a tool meant for destruction, but as a normal human being that can comprehend and understand feelings. It's a great anime that everyone should look into if you like great animations, music, and complex plots about self-expression. The music and animation is beautifully created, and it does well to heighten the somber setting of the post-war time period.
Your Lie in April. Mad niggas be telling me to watch this shit, bruh. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't try to go on my way to try and watch it. I'm gonna try.
At number 5, we have Your Lie in April. Your Lie in April is a beautifully animated love story based around a piano-playing prodigy named Kosei. He's a 14-year-old boy who's determined to make sure no one ever falls in love with him. Although he's just a middle schooler, the light in his eyes has been taken away because of his mother's death. As opposed to his friend Tsubaki, who sees a world full of color, he sees everything in monotone, just like music scores and keyboards. Despite it being his mother's dream to raise him to be a world-class pianist, he's having a hard time coming to terms with playing after being abused by his mother and her passing. The protagonist then meets a beautiful girl named Kaori, who ultimately changes his outlook on life as she challenges him to cope with the past and play music again. The situations portrayed in this show are emotional roller coasters that illustrate how you can overcome anything if you set your mind to it. This show does an outstanding job to keep viewers entertained by contrasting Kosei's self-doubt with the positive support from his classmates.
That looks good.
星が降った日それはまるで
夢の景色のように
What the fuck is this?
美しい眺めだった
Your Name?
At number 4, we have Your Name. Your Name is an endearing tale of fate and love, beautifully animated and brimming with emotion-plucking details that are sure to have you laughing, crying, or a solid mix of the two. The main characters are genuine and easy to fall in love with right off the bat, with their dialogue providing an atmosphere to the story and insight into the way they live their lives. The two characters centered in this complicated relationship are high schoolers Mitsuha and Taki, both of whom live vastly different lives. Mitsuha serves as a dancing shrine maiden in her rural mountain town, while Taki waits on tables at a bustling upscale restaurant in Tokyo. They meet each other through an odd supernatural phenomenon in which
I got cap. I don't know half these shows. The only show I know is Erased, bro.
periodically, when they wake up, they've swapped bodies. It's not something they have control over, so they do their best not to royally mess up one another's livelihoods. They even manage to make some improvements along the way. The timing couldn't have been better for their fates to cross, as major events challenge them to push the limits of what they can do as individuals. This movie is definitely one that everyone should see if you enjoy watching love stories showcased in a creative way.
あのさ俺と西宮友達になれるかな
A silent voice.
At number 3, A Silent Voice. Also known as The Shape of Voice, this teen drama starts off on a heavier note with lead Shoya Ishida in the edge of a bridge about to jump to his death. As he comes to his senses, we flash back and begin to relive Ishida's elementary school days as a bully, all of which started when the class was introduced to new student Shoko Nishimiya, a deaf girl who recently transferred but was just trying her best to live a normal life and fit in. As for the plot, we don't want to give too much away because the real story unfolds from the emotions and the actions of each individual character and the battles they fight within themselves and with their inner demons. The recurring themes of coming to terms with uncontrollable transformations formed over the years of each character's experiences and how it challenges each of their own unrelenting standards of themselves is the real story here. The film isn't afraid to make you feel emotions a lot of other movies and stories are too afraid to touch. I hope you find the time to experience this one for yourself.
Cap.
Ah, that's a low
bro.
price.
On a two? Come on, bro.
Subway has so much new, there's no time for a celebrity cameo.
This avocado is
Tom, I said there's no time.
Fucking Subway just trash. Zeus, number 2. Grave of the Fireflies.
At number 2, we have Grave of the Fireflies.
Great.
Grave of the Fireflies is a Studio Ghibli classic that turns away magic and fantasy to reveal the gruesome reality.
I got cap. I'm gonna just see what number 1 is.
And finally, at number 1, Clannad and Clannad After Story. Clannad starts off with a rather depressing tone with phrases such as, "I hate this town," and how it's filled with too many memories that the main protagonist would rather forget. He wonders if his mundane, boring lifestyle will ever change.
Alright, I'm gonna just end the video right there. I assumed that this video was gonna try to make me like cry, but it feels as though it's recommending me these shows to watch that will make me cry. So I assumed like there's gonna be like people deaths, you know, like top 10 scenes, like deaths that will make you cry. Anything was gonna be like romance and all that lovey-dovey shit, but the more you know, right? If you like this video, if you found this entertaining, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Trying to get this channel up, trying to make it booming. I'm gonna be reacting to more anime things, probably more anime, probably basketball. Try not to laugh. Probably got more like video games too, because that new Demon Slayer about to drop on next month on the 15th. Can't wait to play more of that, or start to play that. Show gameplay of that, show why I'm the best fighting gamer in my group. But yeah, so I'm gonna catch you on the flip. Jana!